Game 2 of our sextuple header here at the Glacier Ice Arena. And I think that's the right word, sextuple, sextuple, I think it's 6, yeah. Game of the week here from the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills. It's game 2 between the number 2 seed Mammoth and number 3 seed Rockford. Good afternoon and welcome. Alongside my partner Eric Willowhite, I am Aaron Schellen, and these two teams played last night. Mammoth with a 3-1 victory behind goals from William Badiz, Cole Corbett, and Nicholas Wollner. And they're one win away from punching their ticket to take on the Vernon Hill Ice Dogs, who outscored the Joliet Jaguars 13-1 in their 2 games en route to a 2-game sweep. Mammoth looking to sweep Rockford and take their place in the NIHL Blackhawks Championships next Sunday. Rockford looking to survive today and play again tomorrow. During the regular season, Mammoth finished in 2nd place with an 11-7 mark, while Rockford sat in 3rd place at 9-6-3, just 1 point behind Mammoth. These teams played 3 times during the regular season, with Mammoth taking the first game 4-3 back on December 23rd, and then Rockford sweeping a doubleheader on January 20th, 8-5 and 7-1. So Rockford held the 2-1 season series advantage over Mammoth, but Mammoth won where it counted, and that was yesterday afternoon. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, peewee, bantam, and midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament, which will be next Sunday at the UC. For more information about the NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. So we're about 30 seconds away from puck drop here between the Rockford Roadrunners and Mammoth. Looking forward to today's game. These two teams played a pretty tight-knit game yesterday, scoreless after one. Mammoth would pick up a goal in the second, Rockford would tie it, and then Mammoth would score back-to-back goals in the third to take that one by the final score of 3-1. Starting goalies for Mammoth will be William Harbottle, number 39. And for Rockford, it will be Paxton James, number 30. Rockford in their home whites today with blue helmets, navy blue leg pads. They got the light blue numbers and dark blue names on the back of their jerseys, while Mammoth in their road dark blues with the kind of aqua-ish color on the pants.
These are sharp uniforms for both jerseys for both teams there.
Yeah, blue on blue doesn't always work well, but these two teams pull it off, I think.
Yeah, especially the light blue on white. Still, you can see those numbers pretty well.
Yep.
And the Mammoth jerseys, those things pop with the light trim.
Thomas Sajevec will take the draw for Mammoth, and on the other side, that is Jackson Nichols, who scored the only goal of the game for Rockford last night, and we're underway here in game two. We're actually underway 2 minutes early, believe it or not.
I don't believe you.
No, it's tough. We started 2 minutes early.
All right, then.
Puck battle right along the blue line. Two skaters to a side there. Nobody really able to take control of the puck, and now Nichols will come out with it 1-on-2. Nichols inside, then out. Nichols near dot shot, and that breaks through Harbottle. 26 seconds into the game, and if you're Rockford, Eric, that is exactly what you needed. Jackson Nichols gets the Roadrunners on the board here in the first.
They definitely did.
We talked about this in the last game, Eric, that getting on the board here early when you're down 1-0 in a series is really huge. You squeeze that stick just a little bit tighter when you get down early, and you don't have to worry about it now as they take the lead 1-0. Coming right back the other direction now is Mammoth across the blue line. Good stick work by Elmer to take the puck away. Here's a shot, and right back, James Schultz tucks it inside the near post. And Eric, we talked about how in the first period of yesterday's games we saw some tight-to-the-vest defense. Well, not so much here in the first 49 seconds of game two.
I guess it would help if my mic was turned on. Miss a little, miss a lot.
Yes. James Schultz tucks that inside the near post about 30 seconds after Jackson Nichols gets on the board. So we're all square. Pretend those 49 seconds didn't happen, and it's 1-1. Mammoth, with a victory, will advance to take on the Ice Dogs next Sunday in that PSL 10U championship game over at the United Center. This is Bediz throwing it forward into the offensive zone, banged up against the boards. No penalty. I thought there might have been a call there. Pretty hard hit against the glass as Woolner was pressed up against those sideboards.
I think it's the same crew from the first game.
It might be.
Yeah.
Harrington loses the puck at the near dot. Nichols and Harrington battle. Harrington has it. Now in the corner, that's Thomas Sajevec. Taken away by Rockford. And McCarthy throws it out to center ice where Wotherspoon will turn around and backhand it back in. But Harrington hadn't cleared the zone yet, so we have our first whistle, our first offsides with 11:16 left to go in the first period. 1-1.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Aaron, a little early fireworks there. Maybe starting 2 minutes early threw everyone off, and they're like, hey, well, we better hurry up.
And threw us off.
Yes.
So each team gets spotted a goal. I mean, I don't know what that does, but each team gets spotted a goal here. So this is Justin Sajevec playing it down the far boards. It's taken away by the Roadrunners. Dassey has it tipped away by Corbett. Corbett, Nichols, and Schultz. That's that line for Mammoth that was so good yesterday. Here is Corbett. Slight of build, but incredibly quick and skilled out there on his skates. Marsh dumping it in. Scholes will be the first one on it for Mammoth. One hands it back to the point, kept in over there for the moment by Sajevec. Now Dassey tries to walk forward with it. He can't, but it's taken back now by Rockford. That's Vanderwall who throws the backhand wide. Mammoth now out to center ice with it. Nice cross ice pass. Corbett will be there. He overskates it a bit, and that lets Rockford get back defensively. Wotherspoon now. Cross ice. Looked like he was looking for Scholes, but Scholes was going for a line change. This is Bediz now across the blue line with it. The shot from the point over the head of Paxton James. Out to center ice. It's Wotherspoon pins Scott against the boards. Frisbee now across the blue line. Play right at the far dot, and that may have caught some iron on the way through, but coming the other way is Harrington. Harrington now across the blue line with a ton of speed. Harrington top of the near dot, the shot, and the headhunter goes right by that left ear hole of Paxton James and over the top of the net. Out to center ice, Wotherspoon. Tries to tip it for Harrington, but a bit of miscommunication there. Wotherspoon gets it back. Wotherspoon slides it towards the goal where Follis will play it behind the net, leaves it for Nichols. Nichols pass up ahead to Sen. Sen to Meyer, has it taken away from him. Bediz in between the dots, and nice shot blocked by Mason Lampy. Lampy with it again. Follis throws it off the back boards, and that'll force Isaiah Meyer to play it for Rockford. Behind the net with it. Lampy has it again. Throws it off the boards and out to center ice. Sen one-on-one with Marsh. Sen on the backhand, goes down, leaves it for Nichols. Nichols to Meyer. Pretty 2-on-1. Jackson Nichols finds Isaiah Meyer, and Rockford picks up their second goal of the game. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that was, as you mentioned, Aaron, that was pretty passing play. Rockford able to do a little tic-tac-toe there. I wasn't sure if they were even going to be able to get a shot off, but they were, and now Rockford takes that 2-1 lead.
Here's Corbett now right back the other way. He fires the shot into the belly of Paxton James, and James is there to make the save.
Yeah, Mammoth looking to respond just like they did after that first goal. But, yeah, pretty offensive rush there for Rockford, culminating in the go-ahead goal here with 8:18 to go in the first period.
Yeah, Jackson Nichols has been a part of all three Rockford goals here in these two games. He scored the one goal last night, scored the first goal of the game today for Rockford, and then set up Isaiah Meyer on that 2-on-1 to give Rockford the lead again. So, again, Rockford, you know, they need this one or their NIHL season is over. Schultz, the shot, nice pad save by James. Sankey now out to center ice, loses it, and William Bediz over to Wotherspoon. Now Corbett.
The Mammoth likes getting that puck to Corbett over here on the near side.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speeders. Bediz, who has a wicked shot, he put one right underneath the crossbar last night. Water bottle popped up in the air. It was a pretty shot. Here's Vanderwall. Vanderwall loses it at the point. Here's Bediz firing that shot. Save, and just wide as Grady Nichols tried to go from a bad angle and just threw it through the paint.
That was all generated by Bediz. You could see him, he read that play well ahead of his opponent and pinched in to get that puck towards the net.
Wotherspoon finds Corbett. Here you go again, Eric, on this near side. Corbett with some speed down the near side. He's pressed off by Nichols. Gets it back right on the red line. Tries to throw it out. Wotherspoon, he winds up, takes the wrist shot, deflects up into the air. It's sitting in the paint. Wotherspoon's able to get another attempt at it. This one's blocked down by Dassey. And Badiz will take possession. Good pinch right there at the point, though, by McCarthy to knock that away. And that forces Mammoth to go back and chase, and that'll be an offsides here with 6:24 left to go in the first.
Or icing. We got icing.
Icing. Did I say offsides?
Yeah. I know what you meant.
You know what I meant. I think everybody else. But thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, no problem.
Draw will come to the right here.
Well, actually, Aaron, it was an icing, so.
Of Paxton James, and you and I mentioned this to you before the game, and we just finished the NIHL's Best Flow competition, and I don't know if Paxton James was included in the NIHL Best Flow competition, but if he wasn't, it's a travesty, and the whole thing needs to be rethought. That's my take on it.
You're coming in hot.
I really am. I saw him without his helmet before yesterday's game, and the first thing I thought was, if he isn't the winner, then the competition has no meaning. As he holds the near post with the glove, and we get a little bit of a kerfuffle.
Yeah.
There's our favorite post whistle word.
Yeah,
right?
10Us are kerfuffles.
Yes, for sure. Save is made on that near post by Paxton James. You can see those locks sticking out beneath the helmet there on Paxton. Draw now to his left. This will be Grady Nichols taking the face off for Mammoth. Vanderwall wins it back, though, to Lampy. Lampy has Corbett leaning on him. Over to Sen on the far boards. Sen to Meyer. Meyer flips it to Vanderwall. Nice outlet by Rockford. Here comes Vanderwall now cutting in. Flips the backhand towards the middle of the net. And Corbett going to show off that speed here as he breaks away from a couple of white jerseys. Takes it wide on the backhand. Corbett tries to put it towards the net. And Lampy using that size to send his team the other way. Vanderwall has Sen with him. Not able to get the pass out to him in time. That was good defense by Alex Marsh to keep the puck away. Knocked away. Corbett tries to play it. Almost a 2-on-1 the other direction. And what do we got? An offsides?
Think
offsides, so,
yeah.
That's an unfortunate whistle for Mammoth as Grady Nichols was coming the other direction with a head of steam.
That's a nice battle, though, between Lampy and Corbett, Aaron. Obviously, you talk about the two different size variances between those teams.
Size versus speed there. Sadjevek now back to his D. Mammoth tries to work it out the far side. This is Nicholas Wallner. He had a goal last night. Vanderwall now. Vanderwall backhands it towards the slot area, but Badiz will use the net as a screen. Has it stolen away by Sen. Sen with a quick pass. Stolen by Eli Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon along the near side. Looking for Harrington, who goes head over tea kettle out to center ice. Frisbee clears it in, but Meyer hadn't cleared the zone, so that'll be another offsides.
I don't hear that as often as you should, head over tea kettle.
No,
I like that.
It's a good word. It's a good turn of phrase. We got 4.5 left to go in the first period. 2-1, Rockford with the lead. If a Rockford win means a Game 3 tomorrow at 10:40. A Mammoth win means our 10U championship is set, and it would be the Ice Dogs and Mammoth. Here's Jackson Nichols again trying to put it towards the net. Harrington would go the other way, and now Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon down the near side. Wotherspoon has Wallner with him. Wotherspoon taking it deep, but good defense by Elmer to knock the puck away. Frisbee just punches it forward. Thomas Sadjevek now flipping it back into the corner. Wallner has it down low with some space. Backhands it back to the point. Badiz fires that wrist shot, deflects wide of the near post. Harrington.
You're right about Badiz can bring a little muster on those shots.
And he's accurate with it too, and that that obviously helps. When you don't know where it's going, it's not always the most effective play, but he's been putting them towards the net in a good spot for deflections, or in the case of his goal last night, top shelf. Pass up ahead, finds Sankey. Sankey has the puck stolen by Badiz. Badiz wide with it. Badiz takes the shot, and that caught the left pad in the glove of James and trickles wide.
That just missed that far post just by a scotch.
A scotch, another good word.
Yes.
Wotherspoon has it taken away. Nichols and Frisbee now 2-on-1. Nichols patient, tries to find Frisbee, and the pass just out ahead. Mammoth trying to skate forward into the official there. Unfortunate for Wallner. Now it's pinned up against the boards right in front of the Mammoth bench. Nichols, the shot in, deflects wide. This is Evan Scott down low. Vanderwall has it now. Up into the air, and I think that,
yes.
I think I heard that hit the rafters up top, and that means there's a whistle. 2:45 left to go. So the funny thing about this game, you look at the score, it's 2-1 Rockford. Look at the shots on goal on the board right now, Eric. 7-2 in favor of Mammoth, which means Rockford has 2 shots on goal and 2 goals. That is a darn good ratio. Yeah,
if you can keep up that percentage, of course, you know, you want more, right? You want to get greedy here. Oh,
and there's almost more as the puck rolls in on Harbottle, and he's not able to dive on it, and that gives Rockford possession right behind the net. Thrown around by Justin Sajevec. It's taken there by Rockford over on the far face-off dot. Scott turns around, one hands it towards the net. Over to the other side now. Corbett tries to work the puck out to center ice. Can't. Scott takes it back. Good work by Scott. Scott Vanderwall now puts it in on goal. And Scott with a little jab there right at the whistle as Harbottle makes the save. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. And I'm getting word from Ruben that Paxton James is indeed a NIHL Best Flow winner.
Yes.
So the competition, legit. I'm bought in. I'm 100% on bought in. Absolutely.
All right. We knew Ruben wouldn't let us down, listening in on the broadcast and providing on-the-spot feedback.
Love it, love it. Thank you, Ruben. Another offsides as we're under 2 here in the first.
I would say, like, maybe in my high school days, early 20s, I would aspire to a hairstyle like that. Could not do that now.
No, for me, it was in my early teens. There are pictures of me when I was 12 or 13 with the, you know, what I like to affectionately call the Joe Dirt. You know what I mean? That kind of haircut.
That.
Yeah. That's I rocked that with no shame when I was in seventh and 8th grade for sure.
That's a good look.
90 seconds left in the period here. Pushed over to the far side by Rockford.
Underrated movie too.
If you say so. Declan Dassey.
I mean, just the premise.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Right in front of the penalty box, there are 6 skaters there, 4 white, 2 blue, and Thomas Sajevec will come out of the pack for Mammoth as we're down to 1:15. Nice look up to Harrington, who found space, but the pass just behind him. Vanderwall now trying to skate through Wallner and can't. Vanderwall will get another opportunity here to try to go around Bediz. William Bediz will leave it for Eli Wotherspoon, who throws it around the near side. Frisbee has it swept away and out to center ice, forcing Elmer to go back and play it. Taken there by Walmer, though. We're down under a minute. Thomas Sajevec in his own zone. Thomas and Justin Sajevec, so I got to get him right. Harrington across the blue line, taking it wide. The bouncing shot in, and it was played initially by James, but then one of his defenders knocked it away, and Rockford will skate out to center ice with it. Pass over the stick of Bryson Sen. Now back the other way, and that'll come in on James, and he'll just stand there with his glove. He picks the glove up as bit of miscommunication there between him and his defenseman, Finnick Elmer. And Mammoth, that was Grady Nichols saw that puck get exposed. And
yeah, he jumped for it.
He did. He turned those afterburners on a little bit.
Until you hear the whistle, right?
That's right.
So Nichols did exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
James was able to get that glove on it a second time. Sen now out to center ice. Jackson Nichols now down to 4 seconds. Nichols throws it through the crease, but Corbett is there to sweep it away, and that'll do it for period 1. So 3 goals in the first couple of minutes of the first period, and Rockford, playing for their playoff lives, are up 1-2.
2-1.
2-1, yeah, thank you. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tuesday, February 13th, the Western Conference leading Vancouver Canucks come to Chicago to take on the Blackhawks, 7:30 p.m. NBC Sports Chicago. Thursday, the 15th, Sid the Kid and the Pittsburgh Penguins invade the UC 7:30 on NBC Sports Chicago. And then Saturday, February 17th, the Ottawa Senators, 2 p.m. start, NBC Sports Chicago. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. The Chicago Blackhawks are excited to host their 2024 summer camps at 4 locations throughout Chicagoland for kids ages 6 to 13. Additionally, they are proud to present their all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for girls ages 12 to 18. Included in the 5-day camp, players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice skate activities each day. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit www.nhl.com/blackhawks/amateur/hockey-camps.
You get a good shot of Paxton James, one of the NIHL's best flow winners.
Yes, love it. Period 2 about ready to get underway. Teams will switch sides. Jackson Nichols and Grady Nichols, spelled differently, pronounced the same, taking the face-off.
And on the ice together, just what you need, Aaron.
Just what I need. Jackson Nichols, Nichols. Grady Nichols, Nickels. Broadcaster's dream right there. Here's Sen playing it back to Lampy.
Where's Bernie?
I don't know. That would be spelled a completely different way. Bernie had 2 L's in it.
Yes.
And that was O-L-L-S. That would just completely throw me off. Scholes right in front of us. Justin Sajevec throws across ice. Corbett's there across the blue line. Corbett taking it wide, pushing it in front of the net. Scholes now. Pass is stolen away by Nichols. Jackson 1-on-3, gaining the red line, stopping at the red line, waiting for Follis. Wyatt Follis in between the dots. Shot save made by Harbottle. And swept out to center ice. Hard pass up ahead looking for Sen. It's cleared in. Wotherspoon will be the first one on it for Mammoth. Spoon up off the boards and out to center ice. Here's that speed from Corbett, getting hooked a little bit there. No call. Corbett centers it. Here's a shot by Nichols, deflected wide. Could have called a hook on Lampy. You saw him really kind of wrap that stick around Corbett and tug, but nothing called. Cross ice pass looking for Scholes. Here's a shot from a bad angle. It's scooped up, thrown back to the point. Wotherspoon has it. Wotherspoon towards the net, wide of the post. Nichols now. The D's. Follis finds Jackson Nichols out to center ice. Sen has it swept away. Center ice with a 2-on-1 break-in here for Rockford. That's Sen and Nichols. The shot over the head of Harbottle. Wallner now across the red line, across the blue line. Takes it in inside, then out. Bad angle shot, deflects up into the air. Hops on the back of the net. So we're down to about 10 minutes left to go in the middle frame. Rockford pushing it around the near side. Badiz. Bad angle shot, deflects just wide of the near post and crossbar.
You're not kidding, Aaron. That missed by inches.
Pushed out to center ice, and here comes Rockford. This is Nichols with some fancy stick work. He has it wide as Sen on his right. Good back check, though, by Marsh to take it away. Harrington tries to work it out, can't. Vanderwall will take it. Nichols backhand to Sen. Sen tried to play it to his forehand and couldn't. Here comes Badiz with Harrington. Badiz now wide with some space. Badiz, rolled off his stick. You could see he was winding up. And as he was winding up, it just rolled off the end of his stick. It's a similar play to where he scored in yesterday's game. Rockford the other direction. Blake Frisbee loses the puck. Sankey knocks it deep, and Marshall have to go play it for Mammoth. Corbett tries to kick it out. He can't. There's a shot over the top of the net by Vanderwall. Backhanded up. And out to center ice where Elmer will play it for Rockford. Nice cross-ice pass to McCarthy, not able to connect. Bediz, Corbett. Corbett not able to clear it out. Vanderwall has it. Vanderwall with McCarthy. Vanderwall puts the backhand towards the net. McCarthy gets a couple of whacks at it. And Mammoth now skating out with some space, 3-on-2. Nichols mishits it, gets another opportunity, but by this point, Rockford is back on D. Here comes Bediz again. Bediz takes the shot as he crosses the blue line. It's knocked down. And we got a whistle and an offsides?
Yeah, I know there wasn't a penalty. It has to be an offsides call. He just kind of slipped on his own accord there. So, yeah, they're going to call an offsides.
I didn't hear the whistle. Sadjevec finds Corbett over on the far side. Corbett now across the blue line. Pass is deflected back to the point. Wotherspoon clears it in. Scholl's behind the net now. Taken away by Follis. Mammoth gets it right back though, below the red line. Put into the crease area. Wotherspoon finds Scholl's.
Ooh,
Dassey, it should have been a penalty on
Yeah.
Mammoth there, I think, on Justin Sadjevec, but nothing doing as he took down Dassey. Scott. Dassey now with a quick shot, and the save made by Harbottle, and there's a whack right at the whistle by Jackson Nichols, and a little more kerfuffling after the whistle.
It's good whack, though. I think at that point the whistle hadn't blown. So, again, until you hear the whistle, you follow up on the puck, and that's exactly what happened there. What a good job.
Yeah, Harbottle gave up goals on the first two shots he faced. It was a bit of a rough start for William, but he's bounced back nicely here really over the last, 18 minutes of gameplay.
Rockford has definitely cut into that goal deficit, shots on goal deficit, and they only trail 11-9 now.
That was 7-2 at one point. Here's another shot, and that's a hard shot from Dassey, and that's a nice left pad save made by Harbottle. Able to kick it into the corner. Rockford, Elmer gets away from him for the moment. And out to center ice. Mammoth plays it here. Bediz goes cross ice. Wotherspoon with a nice move. Or excuse me, that was Harrington. This is Wotherspoon back in his own zone with the puck. Backhands it to Bediz. Bediz flips it to Wallner. Rockford plays it in their own zone. Dassey doesn't gain the red line, so that should, no, they're gonna wave icing off, okay. Wotherspoon will play it, 6:40 left to go in the second. Jackson Nichols takes it here. Elmer top of the near dot, shots deflected. Dassey winds up, scores! Dassey, it looked like a bit of a knuckle puck there, Eric.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was on edge, but that just sort of floated over the shoulder of William Harbottle into the back of the net.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Aaron. It might have had a little bit of a knuckle factor on that one. He didn't square it up, but he got it in the air, and it had some movement, and it was a tough one, and it got by Harbottle, 3-1 Rockford.
Yeah, I mean, the way he was winding up, it felt like he was going for the bomb there, and it took longer than I anticipated it was going to with the way he was winding up to end up in the back of the net, but maybe it fooled Harbottle a bit, so Rockford looking to force a game 3 tomorrow. They're up 3-1. Here's Meyer. Sen now. Sen has Vanderwall towards the goal. Vanderwall with a couple of whacks at it, and a couple of nice saves made by Harbottle, sitting on his backside, keeping this a 2-goal game.
Rockford has definitely stepped up their offensive attack here in the second period, and it shows on the scoreboard, Aaron.
Yeah, they look like a different team than what we saw last night. It was this Mammoth team really shut them down defensively, and Rockford's come out strong here today. Scholl's across the blue line, has Nichols, goes cross ice. Pass gets away from Corbett. Corbett towards the paint, and Lampy will play it behind his own net. Lampy throws it around. It's kept in there by Justin Sadjevec. Sadjevec puts it towards the net, hits Lampy's skate, and bounces out to the other side. Sen will take it now.
Sen doing a good job of changing directions there. He had Corbin in his back pocket. Then he immediately shifted go to the goal line, and he lost Corbett in the process.
Sen now taking it wide. The shot deflects behind the net. Lampy at the far point. Vanderwall runs into Marsh. Marsh is able to dig it out, work it out to center ice. Pass now forward. That's Nichols. And Mammoth fans want another hook, no call. Meyer coming the other direction. Again, that could have very easily been called a hook. Meyer trying to center it for Nichols, not able to connect. Nichols has it here. Nichols, the shot. I think that caught the glove of Harbottle and went up over the crossbar. Cross ice pass. Mammoth will play it in center ice. Scholes backhanding it to space. And Rockford will possess. Wotherspoon backhands it out. Scholes not able to play it. Sen right at the blue line. Scholes will come forward 2-on-3. Not able to skate. Good defense by Rockford there, taken by Jackson Nichols. Nichols across the red line. Now Sankey. Sankey top of the far dot, and that was deflected on the way in. Heady save by Harbottle using that right pad. This pass comes out to center ice. Nobody there though but Finnick Elmer, as we're under 4 minutes left to go in the second period. Scholes throwing it around. Harrington tries to play it, but it eludes him. Nichols again. Nichols' little toe drag, but it squirts off his stick, and that lets Wotherspoon play it. Wotherspoon tries to get it out, can't, and now it is cleared out. Thomas Sajovac. Sajovac gains the blue line. He's at the far dot. Good stick work there by Nichols to just take it away. And then Nichols hard off the boards out to center ice, where William Bediz will have to wait for his line mates to clear. They do. Wallner winds up. That shot hits Elmer up high. Bediz winds up. That shot deflects just wide of the far post. I think, again, that hits something on the way through. Sajovac not able to keep it in at the point. Comes out to center ice where Sankey throws it forward to Nichols. Nichols has Frisbee with him. Nichols in on goal. Save made by Harbottle. Backhanded deep by McCarthy. And Mammoth slings it around as we're under 3 now in the second. Sankey eludes Harrington. Nice little tight spin, plays it on the backhand. McCarthy. Sankey gets it back and is able to clear it in deep. Mammoth coming out from behind their own net here. This is Bediz. Bediz has it pushed forward off his stick. Rockford will play it. Bediz gets it back right at the near dot. Backhand feed towards the crease. Wotherspoon puts the shot in on goal. Deflects up in the air, doesn't make it through. Sajovac to Wallner. Vanderwall now flipping it forward for Scott for Rockford. Pinned against the near half boards. 3 skaters to a side over there. And it does come out to center ice. Bediz. Elmer now for the Roadrunners. Hard pass along the near side for Miles Vanderwall. Vanderwall up to Scott. Scott has his pocket picked by Wotherspoon. Lampy taken away by Nichols. 90 seconds left in the period. Nichols driving it wide. Nichols on the backhand, now behind the net. Backhanded pass to the point. Here's a shot in from the point, knocked down by Scott. Corbett with that shot doesn't make it in. Lampy now over to the far boards. Scott able to sweep it out to center ice.
Rockford doing a good job of getting in front of these shooting lanes, preventing shots on goal here in the second period for Paxton. James.
Yeah, 100%. Mammoth has had a number of what you thought were going to be clean looks, then all of a sudden you look up and there's, you know, a white jersey standing right in that shooting lane. Draws one by Mammoth. This is Scott with Marsh and Scholes. Scholes takes the puck. It's cleared in, and Lampy will play it with under a minute now left to go in the second period. Lampy turns around, fires it back the near side. Justin Sajovac has to dig it out of his skates, clears it in deep, and Follis will play it for Rockford. Corbett back behind the net. And Sajevec keeps it in at the point again. This is all on the outside, though. No real danger area opportunities whatsoever for Mammoth, even though they've possessed the puck here for the last handful of minutes. And just as I say that, again, Scholl's not able to get a clean look. He got stick checked as soon as he tried to get that shot off. Here's a pass that eludes everybody, and Corbett will go back to play it as we're down to the final 10. Corbett and Follis, that puck behind the net as Follis goes down hard. Nichols in that far corner, back to the far half boards. Marsh puts it towards the net, and that's a fitting ending, I think, to that second period, Eric.
Yeah.
A shot by a Mammoth skater from the outside that gets knocked down by Rockford before it reaches Paxton James.
We've seen a lot of that. Definitely have seen a lot of that. A great period for Rockford, both offensively and defensively.
The regular season is now complete, and it is NIHL Blackhawks tournament time. 2 teams from this division will earn the right to play for the championship at the United Center on February 18th. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. We are live streaming all of the games here today and any as-needed games tomorrow here at the Glacier Ice Arena. And even more exciting, and I cannot wait for this, Sunday, February 18th, we will live stream the 6 NIHL Blackhawks Tournament Championships being played at the United Center, the home of our Chicago Blackhawks. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a whole lot of fun, Eric.
It definitely will be, and Rockford 13 minutes away here from forcing a deciding Game 3, which will take place tomorrow morning.
Yep, if Mammoth can come from behind and win this one, they'll take on the Ice Dogs. That'll be the first game on the 18th, 9 a.m. at the United Center. If Rockford wins, Game 3 is tomorrow, 10:40 a.m. right here on this rink. Eric and I will be back for that one.
Back to breakfast with NIHL.
Breakfast with NIHL, can't beat it.
No, that's a Sunday tradition.
That's right, and we'll see how Mammoth comes out here. That good possession of the puck in that second half of the second period, but just not able to do much really from a danger perspective. And Rockford, with a 2-goal lead, can play a little more conservatively.
And you had mentioned, like, at one point it was a 7-2 advantage for Mammoth in shots. Now knotted up 13 apiece.
Yeah, Rockford's done a much better job offensively in this game than they did last night for sure. Wallner gains the blue line for Mammoth, tries the cross-ice pass for Harrington, almost finds his stick. Wotherspoon able to keep it in. Harrington now. Puck comes out the near side. Back to the point. Frisbee goes up over a stick. And coming out with it now is Isaiah Meyer. Meyer loses it. Badiz there for Mammoth, taps it forward. Mammoth out to center ice now. Puck thrown deep. Elmer will play it for Rockford. Behind the net, Frisbee puts an elbow into the Mammoth skater, loses the puck. Sajevec turns and fires through the crease out the other side. Badiz behind the net. Thomas Sajevec. And out with it is Sen now. Sen with some speed, and Wotherspoon tripped him, and no call. Wow, I'm surprised nothing was called there. That was a pretty clear trip.
They seem to have swallowed the whistle here, like midway through the second on.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of hooks that could have been called. That definitely should have been called a trip, but fortunate for Mammoth, nothing doing. Elmer puts it out, and here comes Sen. Sen has Meyer on his left. Sen with the toe drag. Sen scores! Wow, Bryson Sen with the prettiest goal we've seen here this weekend, and makes it 4-1.
That was a thing of beauty. Sen just, and he had help on the left side, but he did it all himself. That toe drag was epic, and the goal was even prettier.
Yeah, I mean, he toe dragged to a relatively bad angle. He was down by the bottom of that far faceoff dot and was still able to put it in over the shoulder of William Harbottle. Corbett knocked down.
That's unfortunate for Mammoth. They had a good start to that third period. They had a lot of zone time to our right, but Rockford gets the goal.
Here comes Nichols now with an opportunity. He shoots, and I don't know if he missed the net or if that was a left pad save made by James, but either way, Rockford will skate out with it. This is Lampy. Lampy punching it forward. He's down low with Marsh. Justin Sajevec now, throwing it around for Corbett. Corbett taking it wide, cutting back in. Nice move by Corbett. Corbett now back outside, back inside, and maybe one too many moves there by Cole Corbett, Eric. He had two skaters to his left.
Yeah.
Tried to do it all on his own.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He did nice to get as far as he did, but there were still layers that he had to go through. Better play would have been to dump it off.
Sajevec up to Scholes. Scholes out in center ice, stick handling around. Finds Corbett. Corbett's shot is deflected wide. Vanderwall will play it for the Roadrunners. That's deflected. Mammoth Nichols' shot doesn't get through. So more of the same here in the third. Rockford just doing a really, really solid job defensively, not giving Mammoth anything easy to shoot at. Sajevec's shot, again, hits a body in front. This time it's Lampy. Lampy, Vanderwall tipped away, and Corbett will come the other direction. He'll clear it in and go for a change. 9:28 left to go. Rockford looking to force a game 3 tomorrow. Bediz, top of the near dot.
I thought that was offside.
Yeah, I'm not hearing the whistles.
Yeah, that's right. I did not hear the whistle on that one.
That's the second time that's happened today where I'm just not hearing the whistle. I don't know if it's my hearing or if he needs to blow that whistle with some more authority. There it is. I heard it that time.
I didn't hear it for the offsides, though. And the other thing, I didn't see the linesman call it.
Yeah.
I think it came from the official in the corner.
Nichols with the hard slap shot. Scott on the rebound attempt, and a beautiful glove save by Harbottle. Frisbee with some space. Frisbee shot, and there's another save made by Harbottle. So William flashing that leather. He looks like a shortstop over there, throwing that glove out and making a couple of pretty glove saves.
Anyway, anyhow.
That's right. 9:05 left to go in this one. Rockford looking to force a game 3, which would be tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. Mammoth has got a ways to go to advance. They need 3 to tie, 4 to win here in the final 9. There, I heard the whistle that time. Here's an offsides.
Well, the beauty thing for Mammoth, and for both teams really, each game is its own self-contained game, right? Rockford struggled yesterday. Rockford turning it on today. Mammoth much better game 1, not so much game 2. So if we get to a game 3, it's anybody's call.
Yeah, I mean, and these two teams, Eric, finished 1 point apart from each other in the playoff, in the regular season. Mammoth finished with 22 points. Rockford finished with 21. So the fact that each of them has had the fact that we're going to a game 3 is not a surprise, sort of big picture, or potentially going to game 3 here is not a huge surprise, big picture, as they're obviously pretty evenly matched. And there are fewer words. I said this at the top of the broadcast yesterday. 2 of my favorite words in the English language are playoff hockey. 2 of my even more favorite words in playoff hockey is Game 7 playoff hockey, or in this case, Game 3 playoff hockey. You love those final games. Doesn't matter what level it is. I love it.
Yeah, any elimination game.
Elimination playoff hockey is where it's at. Scott flips it ahead.
Oh, and then you throw in overtime playoff hockey.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that makes that makes elimination playoff hockey any better is overtime. Down goes Vanderwall, steps on the stick of Bediz, and I think we're gonna have our first penalty called here. Bediz is gonna go, and the one time I'm unsure about it, Bediz is gonna go to the box, and Vanderwall stepped on his stick. It wasn't Bediz's fault, but Bediz is gonna go to the box here, so Rockford already with a 3-goal lead, now a skater up for the next 2.
Yeah. So obviously your Mammoth here, it's 1 shift at a time. It's penalty kill time.
So when this is over, we'll have a bit of a break, about 15 or 20 minutes maybe, and then we'll be back with the Pee Wee 12U matchups. Corbett taking it wide on Lampy. Swept away by Lampy. That third game slated to start at 5:20. That'll be the Jaguars and the Ice Dogs. That's the top seed Jaguars and the 4 seed Ice Dogs. And then the game after that will be Mission Girls and the Stallions, which is the 2-3 matchup. Mission is the 2 seed. Stallions are the 3. Pass back to the point. Sen has it. Vanderwall in the high slot area is knocked down. And the puck is cleared out by Justin Sajevec. It's all the way down, and icing will be waved off.
Yeah, I was way too slow to call an icing on that one.
Yeah, you see the players, I mean, even at a young age, they try to buy those icing calls, right?
Yeah.
Maybe skated about, what, 80%, 75, 80% to try to draw the icing call.
Or the equivalent of my 100.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vanderwall out to center ice now. 38 seconds left on the power play. Vanderwall has Sen and Meyer. Just puts it towards the net. Out the other side, Mammoth with it. Lampy. Retreats. Backs it over to Elmer. Elmer to Sen. Sen tipping it ahead to Meyer. Nice move by Meyer to get some space. Meyer to Sen. Sen turns and fires,
wow.
And nice reactionary save made by Harbottle. Out to center ice, Marsh. Pass to Flex behind Schultz. Power play is up. Out of the box is Bediz. Both skaters 5 to a side now. We're down to about 6 minutes. Vanderwall and Wallner. There's Schultz with it. Schultz has Harrington. The pass across just out of the reach of Charlie Harrington. Harrington throws it back through the crease, but Vanderwall is there to play it. Along the near side, Vanderwall out to center ice now with some speed across the blue line, taking it wide on Marsh. He goes down. Sen scores!
Wow.
When things are going your way, they're going your way, Eric, as Vanderwall skated into the offensive zone, was knocked down. The puck ended up on the stick of Bryson Sen, and Bryson has his 2nd goal of the period, 5th goal of the game, and it looks like we will be playing a Game 3 tomorrow, 10:40 a.m. right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Vanderwall was shot out of a cannon on that one, but maybe a slingshot, because he definitely had a good burst of speed there, bringing it all the way down and then Sen finishing.
Now, when you're where you're supposed to be, good things happen, right? And that's what happened in that particular case, is Bryson skating right down the left wing for Vanderwall, and it squirted away from Miles right onto the stick of Bryson, and Sen picks up his 2nd. Here's Nichols. Nichols inside out. There's a shot.
Oh.
Puck in the crease, and able to make the save is Harbottle with Liam Sankey bearing down on him.
Yeah, definitely Mammoth is going to have to regroup for tomorrow. They'll have some time to do that, just like Rockford did between Game 1 and Game 2. So looking forward. It should be a good battle tomorrow at 10:40.
Nichols up ahead to Corbett with some speed. Corbett down the near side. Corbett in. Corbett, the bad angle shot, and puck's sitting in the blue paint, and it's swept out of there by Rockford. You just saw all 5 Rockford skaters were right around the crease. They come the other direction. Nichols now. Nichols wide. Nichols on the inside loses the puck. It's cleared up but not out. Behind the net's taken away by Bediz, and we got a whistle and a penalty. Is this going to go on? It's going to be on Nichols, I think.
Yeah, we got a cross-check call.
4:52 now left to go, period 3, and we're getting word from Ruben. Yesterday in the girls 14U American division, they had a 15-shooter shootout after overtime before the Lady Cyclones defeated the Wolverines. 15 shooters.
Wow.
That is insane. Sajevec has the shot deflected at the point. Sajevec goes D to D. Corbett across the blue line with it.
That would have been a fun one to call.
Oh, for sure. Shootouts are fun. Although I prefer overtime,
Yes,
right? I mean, it's a playoff hockey. You want that to, in my personal opinion, you'd like to see that finish with in overtime. But 15, that's insane. And we talked about East and West versus North and South at the blue line, and Vanderwall had Frisbee on his left, and Miles just took one step to his right, and that put Blake Frisbee in offsides.
It's a little late whistle there, but it was the right call.
4:22 left to go. Minute 30 left on the penalty to Jackson Nichols. Puck cleared out to center ice. Corbett has it on his backhand. Tries the indirect self pass. Taken away by Lampy. The two of them have been battling all afternoon long. Vanderwall, there's that slingshot again.
Yeah.
Out to center ice. This is Nichols. Nichols, Scholes, and Corbett. Scholes cutting back in. Scholes in between the dots. Shot, score! And Fallis got a piece of that, and it feels like the deflection helped
It might
Scholes.
have. Yeah, it definitely might have. I mean, James was in a good position to get it, but Scholes, you know, continued on, pressed ahead, and it's a positive development for Mammoth, even though they're probably not going to close the gap here. But you want to feel like you accomplished something. You got a little momentum on your side, even though it really doesn't carry over game to game in most cases.
5-2, the power play goal from James Scholes. That's his second of the game.
First one was yesterday, it feels like.
That's right. We had 3 goals in the first about, 3 minutes of the game?
Yeah.
And then Rockford really picks things up here in periods 2 and 3. Meyer with a little self pass taken away.
I see what you're looking at.
The things we have to worry about as a two-man team, right?
Little things like power.
Yes, power to our camera and to our audio equipment. Nichols winds up, and closing that 5-hole is Harbottle.
That's a little awkward save. It's kind of more all pads, and then he was able to bring the rest of the body down. He wasn't expecting that shot.
Yeah, you normally see that butterfly style right away, right?
Yeah.
Where you go down first, then make the pad save. Here he made the pad save and then dropped.
Yep.
Send back to the point. Frisbee able to keep it in, gets it right back to Send. In the skates of Meyer. Here comes Scholes. Scholes, Nichols, and Corbett. Pass behind Corbett. Kept in there by Nichols. Nichols has tripped, and it ain't over yet, Eric. 3 minutes left, and Nichols was walking in all alone, so nothing Rockford could do there. They had that trip called on Elmer. Nothing Finnick could do. He had to commit that penalty, or that would have been a potential hat trick opportunity for Scholes.
Well, we'll see. Maybe some late fireworks here from Mammoth.
3 minutes and 3 seconds left. It's 5-2. Draw will come to the right of Paxton James. It'll come to the left of Paxton James as everybody moves. Nichols out there with Corbett and Scholes, Bediz and Wotherspoon on the points. Face-off is won by Rockford. Wotherspoon able to keep it in. Harrington, empty net for Mammoth. They're going with 6 skaters here in the final 3 minutes. Kept in by Scholes.
Ooh.
Scholes with a nice move, gets it over to Bediz. Bediz winds up. The shot bounces up in the air. The puck is sitting right there in the paint. And Sankey not able to get it out. Kept in by Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon far half boards. Hounded there, leaves it, turns around, puts it towards the goal. It's deflected up in the air. Out over to the far corner. Harrington back to Wotherspoon now at the far point. Wotherspoon cross ice to Bediz. Bediz winds up and shoots. The deflection wide into the near corner. Now Nichols. Grady Nichols down low. Finds Corbett as we're down to 2 minutes. Corbett goes down hard. Gives Sankey a chance to play the puck. And Rockford not able to clear it out. Still kept in by Mammoth. Lampy behind the net. It's double team there, taken by Corbett. Corbett loses it, gets it back, backhands it out into the slot. Bediz in between the circles. Bediz with the shot, blockered away. Shot in the paint, the puck is sitting there. Couple of whacks at it. Scholes gets,
holy cow.
Yeah, Scholes got everything on that shot, and James was able to make the save. And what what do we got going on here? It looks like James knocked down one of the Mammoth skaters in front of the net, and he's just standing there. He's the biggest kid out there. Their goalie, number 30, knocked down Nichols in front of the net.
Yeah, we're going to get a penalty. It's like Vanderwaal's going to the box along with, I couldn't see the number 4.
I think it was Nichols.
Mammoth. Okay, Nichols.
Yeah, I think it was 81 Nichols. So
yeah.
Matching penalties, so still 6-on-4.
That was a kerfuffle.
That was a kerfuffle, 6-on-4. Sajovic tries to play the puck forward. He can't, and that's iced by Rockford. Now Mammoth, I mean, they aren't going quietly, Eric.
No,
I mean,
at
this point, it looks like they're probably going to come up short here in game 2, but these last 2 or 3 minutes are about as good as they've played all afternoon.
Yeah, and again, it's hard to carry momentum game to game. We already saw this in this particular series.
Right.
But you don't want to leave here with as bad of a taste in his mouth as if it was a 5-1 defeat. Maybe you can make this 5-3.
The D's from the point, deflected down, cleared up by Rockford, and taken right back by Mammoth. Here's Thomas Sajovic. Has Nichols on him, taking it wide. Sajovic has it. Cleared up, or thrown back towards the net. The D's is taken away by Nichols, and we got a foot race, and this looks like it's going to be a goal here for Jacks. Oh, nice play by Wotherspoon to get underneath Nichols and keep him away.
Laying it all out, Wotherspoon. Nicely done.
Yeah, he did. You do what you got to do to keep that puck out of the net. Harrington now the other way,
wide open pass.
Has Corbett with him on his left. Harrington the shot wide. You got to look up. Had Corbett with him 100%. Puck is scaled the length of the ice, and that'll be another icing. Power play is up, so Rockford gets a skater back. It'll now be 5-on-4.
Yeah, he had him wide open early. Probably would have been best to dish it off
right away
early, and then move towards the net. Let Corbett dictate what he's going to do in that situation.
100%. He had Corbett, who would have been coming right down the center of the ice all by himself. So Scholl's out there with Wallner now, since Nichols is in the box. And Corbett. That's Sen on the draw for Rockford. Sen wins it. Thrown forward. The puck bounces down in between the face-off circles. Comes out to center ice as we're down to 30 seconds. Marsh turns around, gets it back. Goes cross ice with it, tries to find B right at the blue line.
Right open again, Corbett.
Yep, Scholes has it, throws it towards the goal. Corbett with the shot, and there's a backhand and a left pad save made by James. Yeah, Corbett standing right at that near post. Chance for Sajovic as we're down under 10. Underneath Wallner, down to 5, and this one is going to end a 5-2 final. So we will have a game 3 tomorrow between Rockford and Mammoth. Winner take all, game 3, 10:40 a.m. right here at the Glacier Ice Arena. So Eric and I are going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the Pee-wees. It'll be the Ice Dogs and the Jaguars in the 1v4. So your final score here in game 2 of this 6-game NIHL broadcast here on Stream Sports Midwest is Rockford 5, Mammoth 2. We'll talk to you in a little bit for the Pee-wees.